An affirmative vote to enable him to be invited. Then he repeated his request with a good document which is circulated under the document.
But they also led to the fall of my country from its ancient proud place to that of a weak, dejected colony. Long after we as a people had, so to speak, disappeared from the face of the earth, the general political awakening of Asia, the rebirth of the Orient, also affected us. At the end of the 19th century, we began to regain our soul and gave birth to a national movement which aimed at freedom from Dutch colonial rule. From that time on, it has been our constant desire, our one ideal, our strive and struggle to become a nation again. In 1918, our national movement gained great strength, and the desire to free Indonesia from Dutch rule had become universal. In common with similar movements in other countries, my people too bent all their energies to achieve the status of an independent nation. Now that the Security Council has already called upon both parties to cease hostilities forthwith, and now that both parties have accepted the order of the Security Council, there has been an increase in the hopes of the Republic for a peaceful solution. So long, however, as Dutch troops remain in Republican territory, there remains the threat to the very existence of the Republic, and therefore also to lasting peace. The Republic of Indonesia asks therefore that the Security Council of the United Nations order the complete withdrawal of Dutch troops from all Republican territories. In this,
I ask you, gentlemen, whom now do you want to help? These people or the decent citizens, those whom we are supporting? Already, your action, though impelled by generous sentiment, has given new hope, boldness, and energy to the bad, and despondency to the vast majority. What? Have I exaggerated, Mr. President?
Eist onmiddellijke stopzetting van de actie en heropening van vreedzame onderhandelingen. De partijen staan intussen voor het oog van de wereld onfatsoenlijk tegenover elkaar.
What is the basic trouble between the Dutch and the Indonesian Republic?
Our trouble is not with the Republic, it is with this present self-appointed Republican government. It is unable to provide anything like a regular administration.
The Republic of Indonesia has been functioning with an independent government for over 2 years, yet the Dutch are trying to reimpose colonial rule.
Republican leaders say they can't trust your government on the independence question.
Our promises of independence were made by a large majority of a freely elected Dutch parliament. We have, I think, a good record of doing what we undertake to do.
The path of Dutch colonial history is strewn with broken promises. In 1918, they promised us internal autonomy. That promise was not kept. In 1942, the Dutch Queen promised us voluntary cooperation between Holland and Indonesia on an equal basis. That promise wasn't kept. In October 1946, we signed a truce agreement with the Dutch. They broke that agreement too.
The Dutch charge that the Indonesian Republic has not carried out the promises of the Linggadjati Agreement.
We Indonesians have kept every promise. We wanted to submit our differences with the Dutch to arbitration, as called for by the Linggadjati Agreement. But the Dutch repeatedly refused our requests, tore up the Linggadjati Agreement, and 1 hour later launched a full-scale attack on us.
Our action was taken to end the anarchy into which the Republican Revolution was developing.